So how is what you're seeing out there different from just your experience in Carolina so far, at least at this stage of the off-season conditioning program and integrating yourself into the offense?
It's not too much different. You know, the scheme is relatively the same with, Shula being here and Coach Sherm. But I mean, everything's been relatively the same. I mean, this is going in my 11th year. Feeling good, and Coach Craig's been doing well with the snap counts for everybody and getting a lot of good work in. So it's been a good offseason so far.
Saquon said one of the things he wanted to pick your brain about was your longevity. You mentioned your 11th year. Obviously, running backs' lifespan is shorter. What will you tell him about that? Have you already, and what will you?
I'll share, a little bit of my wisdom, with all the guys that, have questions. The main thing is just take care of your body. I mean, can't say it enough.
Jonathan, are you comfortable in that role, where you're now giving advice as opposed to, being on the receiving end of it?
Yeah, I mean, I think at some point, whether you're a rookie, whether you're an 11-year guy, there's always time to learn. There's always, time to share, advice and, wisdom that's gained through experience. There's younger guys that might experience things different than I have, so there's always room for me to learn too.
What are your thoughts on Saquon? And I know his first day basically, and the pads aren't even on yet, but can you see what they see?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's a smart football player. Picks things up very fast, and he's explosive. And he's really good in his route running, and he actually talked about it today, and that's one of the things that he's really focused on was his ability to run routes, and you can see that today for sure.
When you signed here, did you realize there was a chance they could pick a running back in the first round?
Yeah, absolutely.
What was your reaction when they did?
That's a good pick.
Production-wise, what's the goal for yourself? What do you feel like you have to give? What's your outlook for yourself for this season?
No different than any other season. I know they drafted Saquon, first round, so that he's got a lot, expectations and stuff like that. So, but as far as my preparation for this game, it's never going to change. It's always prepare to be the starter because you never know when your name's going to be called. So it's going to take, it's a team game at the end of the day too. So it's a long season, and this team has a lot of talent, a lot of young guys that have a chance to be great. And that's one of the things that I saw on this roster before signing here. And I haven't won a Super Bowl yet, and that's what I want to do.
Jonathan, based on your experience, what's the one thing you would probably tell Saquon and also the other younger guys as far as being patient, letting it come to them? What's the one piece of advice you give them there?
Respect the process. When it comes to learning the offense, just to give yourself some time and be dedicated to it. You only get what you put in. But mainly respect the process and control what you can control.
You said you wanted to win a Super Bowl. I mean, do you feel like that can happen here?
Absolutely. They've got Super Bowls already under this organization, and the culture of winning and the expectation of winning. You can sense it here, and it's a good feeling. And I think Gettleman's been doing a good job this offseason to get guys in certain places and areas to make this locker room what it needs to be.
The way the NFL is now, most running backs have to split time. Is that something you sit there and say, that's where my role is?
Oh, for sure. I mean, split time, whatever the game plan is for a week going into a game, you got to be prepared for it no matter what.
And where would you say, speaking of splitting time, where your personal wear and tear is? Because splitting time is something that you did in Carolina, something presumably you'll be doing here, and sometimes age isn't necessarily parallel to wear and tear as a result of that. So where would you say you are relative to your actual age and your actual wear and tear?
I mean, my age says I'm 31, but really, I mean, I feel I'm productive as if I'm 26, 25, so, and that's just as realistic as it gets.